So, a lot of people have been asking me recently, on Halo Reach, is Noble 6 still alive? And also, was Arbiter on Reach? I'm actually surprised, like, a lot of these questions are still being asked today. I remember they were first asked, like, a long time ago, back in the early days of Reach. And, they kind of died down for a while. But recently, on Twitter and YouTube and stuff, I've seen a resurgence in these comments. And I guess more fuel for the theories, I guess. But, since I've been asked of it a lot, I figured I'd tackle those questions and take a look and try to settle once and for all whether Noble 6 might still be alive on Reach and whether Arbiter might have actually made a little cameo appearance in Halo Reach. So to do that, figured we'd take a behind-the-scenes look at the cutscene where Noble 6 allegedly dies. And using a little mod, let's just explore around behind the scenes in theater mode. So, let's get started. We're now at the part where Noble 6 is fighting the elites, and a bunch of them just spawn behind him. And really weird poses too. Like this one here, it's like this elite is holding a plasma rifle as his feet, essentially. And then these two, they all spawn in weird poses. One of them's like in a T pose, the other's in like a semi-T pose. And this one here, I don't even know what kind of pose he's in. But let's continue. So Noble 6 has just killed that elite, and another one just spawned behind him with an energy sword. And he's about to attempt to stab Noble 6. And Noble 6 fortunately knocks him to the ground and kills that elite. So far so good. Noble 6 is still alright up to this point. And finally, this elite back here, using his feet, fires a plasma rifle at him. And same with the other one. The other one's holding up that plasma rifle with like one foot, basically. I don't know, maybe these are like some kind of special class of elites that only fire plasma rifles with their feet. I'm just kidding, but... Anyways, here's this elite knocks Noble 6 to the ground. Noble 6 is still okay though, but he just lost his pistol. And he attempts to stab Noble 6 with his energy blade, but Noble 6 manages to knock him off. And here is the elite that ultimately ends up killing Noble 6, as far as we know in the cutscene. But for now, Noble 6 just smacks him in the face with his assault rifle and basically pushes him back. Now this part, let's take a close look. If you look closely, the elite's energy sword kind of like... I mean, Noble 6 has no head in this cutscene, because if you saw my previous video, that's just what Noble 6 looks like when he takes his helmet off. But when that elite energy sword flew by, it looks like it almost hit his head if he had a helmet. But it's really hard to tell because Noble 6 is headless. Anyways, here's the part where this elite comes back to try to stab Noble 6 again. And let's watch this in slow motion to see where the blade lands, because that's actually pretty important. So here, the blade pretty much goes right through Noble 6's right arm, and kind of partly into his chest too. And as you can see, it goes right through as well. So that's it looks like the elite uses quite a lot of force too, so that's not good for Noble 6. And you could tell he's kind of like injured too, because he doesn't really use his right arm anymore at this point. In fact, it's kind of like messed up. That could just be the cutscene, because you're not supposed to be able to see it from that angle. But his arm is messed up in this part of the cutscene, and he doesn't really use it anymore. He's using his left arm now to do the rest of the fighting. Now, this elite here, this is the elite that a lot of people have been talking about. See, he has an energy sword in his left hand, and a lot of people are thinking that that might be the Arbiter, aka Thelvadam, which we see later in Halo 2 and Halo 3 and Halo 5. But people think that that's the Arbiter because he's holding an energy sword in his left hand. So I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's finish off the rest of this cutscene here and see what Noble 6's ultimate fate might be. So, we are now off camera. It went dark because this is where the camera fades to black, or cuts to black. And as you can see, the elite was about to stab Noble 6, but the camera cut out, and we don't know what happened after that. Well, here's what happened after the camera cut out. So here, that elite is moving in to stab Noble 6 one last time to finish him off. and the camera cut out, and basically the elite does not stab Noble 6 off camera. But based on that angle, he was definitely going to go in for it and finish Noble 6 off. Now, as for the Arbiter here, a lot of people were saying that that's the Arbiter because he holds the energy sword in his left hand. But I actually don't know where the whole left hand thing comes from, because in every Halo game I played, the Arbiter holds the energy sword in his right hand. Like, whether it's Halo 2 Classic or Halo 2 Anniversary. See, he holds the energy sword in his right hand in both the cutscene and the gameplay. And in Halo 3, he's also right-handed here with the energy sword. And even in the 343 games in Halo 5, he's still right-handed as well with his Prophet's Bane here. So I have no idea where that whole left-handed thing comes from for the Arbiter. I mean, maybe it came from the books, but in gameplay and in cutscenes and all the Halo games, including the 343 made ones, the Arbiter is definitely right-handed. I remember a long time ago, there was a little debate about this in the early days of Reach, but I believe people I've been told that whenever there's a discrepancy with game canon and book canon, game canon supersedes book canon. So whatever's in the game is the correct version of the canon. But I might be wrong on that. But I think that's the general rule with media, especially with video games, when the game came first. But anyway, so at least as far as the games go, this is not the Arbiter, because the Arbiter is right-handed. And as for Noble 6, even if he stopped this last elite here and managed to kill him, he would not have survived. Because as you saw earlier, he was stabbed right in the arm, and that messed up his arm pretty badly. So even if he did somehow kill all the elites here, he would have bled out eventually. Because, there's no one around here to help him. He's all alone. That's the point of the mission, Lone Wolf. There's no medics, there's no hospitals or anything to help him. So even if he did manage to fight off the elites, he would have died eventually, either from the glassing or from the bleeding out from his wound. So that's it for Noble 6. And he could not have survived, no way. And that was not the Arbiter either. The Arbiter was not on Reach. I mean, he was there during the events of Reach, and he was a zealot as well. But that is not him. Arbiter is right-handed as far as games go. So anyways, I hope you guys did find this to be interesting, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, and if there's anything else you want me to check out, leave your thoughts in the comments. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And stay tuned, and I will see you guys next time. Hey guys, I just wanted to mention that this video was brought to you in part by Raid Max Dracon Gaming Chairs. They sent me one recently, and it's pretty awesome. I've never had one before. It's my first one, and I like it a lot. I wish I got it sooner, actually. But yeah, you guys should check it out. It's pretty cool. I'll put the link to their website in the description below in this video. So just check it out, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.